Okay, so I thought a few of you had questions about how to get started on this first homework assignment. And I think if we can just kind of go over it a little bit, it will kind of make your life easier and um, you'll do fine on the other assignments. So, first thing you need to do is to make sure that you have the Git repository cloned. So, from a terminal, you should be able to do git clone and the assignment URL that you've seen several times. It's in the announcements if you can't find it, or in this Discord. There's been a number of people that have suggested this. And what that will do is create a bunch of subdirectories, one of which will be this homework 1A Intro to C++, and it's going to have some kind of starter files, namely a calculator.cpp and a numbers divisible by.cpp. And there's also this instructions in here that will tell you what you're supposed to do in the assignment. Okay? So if we go ahead and take a look at this calculator.cpp, it says that you're supposed to be able to print out, this is an operation, then the person will type in add, then you'll print out left operand, and they'll type in a 1. You'll print out right operand, and they'll type in a 2, and then you're supposed to put the sum in there as 3. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to be working with. And here's some more examples. You can add negative numbers, and you might have invalid operations, so you'll need to check all those. But let's just talk about how to kind of get things set up. So here we are. This is the kind of starter code for the calculator. So what I'd want to do here is, first of all, you notice this input function allows you to provide it a prompt, and it's going to call getLine and return a string for you. So what I can do is I can say, well, let's do and I'm going to put in using namespace std, so I don't have to prefix everything with std : and then I can say something like, well, let's just do a string operation is equal to, and I can call this input function, and I'm going to pass it a prompt that I want it to put out. So it's going to put out operation. That's what I want, and colon. And then we're going to expect the user to go ahead and type in something. Okay, so then now that's going to give me the operation. I can then say, well, if the operation is equal to, well, we might just start with add. Then I want to go ahead and do an add. So let's see, what do I want to do? I need to get a left operand, so I can say string left is equal to, and again I can call input and say give me the left operand, and then he should type in the left operand, and it will go into left, and I can then say string right is equal to input with right operand, and then at this point I should have the two strings, and so now I need to convert them into a integer. So I could say something like int left I maybe is equal to stoi, and pass it that left, and maybe I should make these STRs on there so you know they're strings. And then I can always say int right integer is equal to string to integer of the right str. And now I've got integers for those two, so I can now say int result is equal to left I plus right I, and then I can see out the result. Let's see how that works. So at this point, I can go ahead and run this thing, and he's going to compile it. I put in operation of add. I can type in, let's see, a 5. I can type in a 7, and then it's going to print out the result, which is 12. And if you want to, if you look in this test files directory, there's a bunch of tests, and just a tip, the pass-off code is going to try all these out. So make sure they all work. So this is going to say add 1 and 2, you should get 3. Add 5 and -7, you should get -2. It'll tell you what he's going to try for divide. And so just make sure that these all work. That's what this test files directory is for. So hopefully that gives you an idea of kind of how to get started. And then you're going to go ahead and submit that your code to the AutoGrader inside of the assignment. And hopefully that will help you to get started. And again, just start writing code. If you have trouble, watch the videos. They're going to talk about how to do all of these things and how to set up. There's also a great video on how to set up CLion if you haven't already done that yet.